Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Ahmad Kibalufi bin Ahmad Azani. My matrix number 28053. For the first introduction, Muslims are required to give alms based on their wealth and to pay zakat, an Islamic financial obligation that is also one of the pillars of Islam. One of advantage of a businessman while paying zakat that he can purge his property of miscellaneous. This is due to the fact that traders are frequently involved in the acquisition wealth assets in a business setting. Regularly paying zakat promotes a charitable and generous mindset and lessens any potential business related greed. The other advantage of paying tax is funding the government. This is because the tax provide the government with income that is used to pay for a variety of public needs, including of construction of infrastructure and the provision of healthcare, education and security service. But therefore, our group will examine how a business small can give positive value to payment of zakat, awareness of tax payment, and what are the best measures businessman can take when facing her old age. In this project, our team has decided to carry out an area survey at small business, namely KAKWEE HOMEMADE in Sungai Dua, Pulau Pinang. This is due to the fact that the region is considered to be outside the state of Penang Island. We spoke with the owner, Mrs. Murni Dewi binti Leman, a businesswoman who owns a small business that sells a variety of food from Malay, Chinese, Indian, Western, Thai and Arabic cuisine. The Sungai Dua community has come to love this. Mrs. Murni Culinary Paros. She works from homes and offers customer cash on delivery as a sales strategy to deliver the food. Her business are open from 4 in the morning until noon. She also briefly discussed her background in this industry during our interview. She inherited the background family business from his father, who had a successful shop in the Sungai Dua neighborhood. However, the government's implementation of tax GST resulted in higher business expenses such as the price of raw material and car oil, which raised the cost of sale and necessitated an increase in the selling price. Our objective in this assignment or study is to investigate how KAKWEE HOMEMADE located in the Taman Sungai Dua, Pulau Pinang can give a positive value to the payment of zakat. The first objective is to study aims at calculating zakat on business KAKWEE HOMEMADE, either qualified or not. Second is to examine the calculation of tax KAKWEE HOMEMADE, either qualified or not. And lastly, to evaluate the planning retirement of KAKWEE owners when facing a old age. Mrs. Murni Dewi stated that there are indeed challenges in business. There are challenges involved both, either directly and indirectly. This statement shows that a very successful business must go through various painful trials. One of the challenges in business is setting the selling price. This is because in order to maintain the quality of the food provided, the cost of cooking will also increase. This situation also forced she to cut costs on the list of food sold. Next, other challenges in business include a lack of order during holidays. This is because the neighborhood in the business estate mostly relax at home during their holiday. This caused sales on holidays to drop slightly and profits to also drop. For example, the neighborhood mostly works during office hours, and on Saturdays, Sundays and public holidays, they will enjoy themselves at home. Indirect challenge of she is a mystical thing. She stated that there was a business day where the customer saw her sale area if no one was in the house. The absence of customer to take food for pick-up service made her feel puzzled.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. I'm Nur Akidah Najah binti Muhammad Rafi with matrix number 28053. So I'm going to talk about the zakat planning, which is zakat business for KAKWEE HOMEMADE business. The mandatory zakat rate is 2.5% for 1 per 40 of all the value of the trade good on the date of sufficient haul and nisab. Based on the income statement we have made for a year for the KAKWEE HOMEMADE business starting from 30 April 2022 until 30 April 2023, we found that Ms. Muni is not eligible to pay zakat. This is because it is already known that business zakat must be issued if the Ms. Muni business property reach the nisab, which is 21,650 for the state of Penang, and it also need to reach the haul, which is 1 year. Therefore, for Ms. Muni's situation as a small business, her business does not reach the nisab. So she is not required to pay business zakat because her net profit is 7,260, where is less than the nisab that has set as 21,650. Therefore, Ms. Murni Dewi binti Liman does not need to issue business zakat because small business like Ms. Murni often that have lower asset than income when compared to large company. This can be seen from the financial statement that have been made. We found that her sale revenue is 3,800 per month and 45,600 for a year, while the monthly expenditure for purchasing raw material and packaging is as much as 2,800 and 33,600 for annual expenditure. So the total gross profit earned by Ms. Muni is 12,000 per year. However, in order to get a net profit, the gross profit must be deducted from the other expenses incurred by Ms. Moni, such as repair and maintenance for kitchen appliances such as oven, amount to 300 per year. Internet bill, which aim to take customer order of 600 per year. Petrol amount to 2,400, which is intend to delivery order to the customer. And the last is the total toll amount to 1,440. For your knowledge, all these expenses are fully borne by Ms. Moni alone, and she has no employees. She may have limitation in terms of capital, income, and property owned because she is rolling in money to support her business using the proceeds of her sale. Therefore, if Ms. Moni total business property does not reach the nisab, which is the minimum amount determined to pay zakat of 21,650, then Ms. Moni is not required to pay business zakat. However, below are some suggestions to Ms. Moni who want to expand her business, which is KAKWEE Homemade, so that she need to pay zakat when the nisab is reachable. Okay. Based on the calculation suggestion of income statement we have made for a year for the KAKWEE Homemade business, she need to increase her sale by amount 100%. So she will be eligible to pay zakat for 1,261.50 cents, where the net profit timed by 2.5%. This is because it is already known that business zakat must be issued if Ms. Moni business property reach the nisab, which is 21,650 for the state of Penang. And it is also need to reach the haul, which is 1 year. Therefore, Ms. Moni's situation as a small business, when she increase her business sale, is proof that Ms. Moni reached nisab and haul. She is required to pay business zakat because her net profit is 50,460, where it is more than the nisab that have been set, which is 21,650. Okay, when the KAKWEE Homemade business reach the nisab threshold for zakat, it is important to fulfill this religious obligation, because the first thing, Ms. Moni should understand the concept of zakat, which is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. It is an obligatory act of worship for eligible Muslim. It involves giving a specific portion of wealth to those in need, as determined by Islamic guideline. Next, Ms. Moni need to calculate zakat accurately when it is to seek the guidance of a knowledgeable Islamic scholar or zakat calculator to determine the zakat amount accurately, because different type of zakat and liability may be considered when calculating zakat, such as cash, inventory, investment, and outstanding debts. Most important is Ms. Moni should plan the zakat payment, because once she calculate the zakat amount, it is important to plan for its payment. Set aside the required fund is a separate zakat account or reserve them within the business financial system. This will help her to fulfill her zakat obligation when the time comes. And the last is she should pay zakat on time, because zakat should be paid properly, as it is considered a time-bound obligation. Delaying zakat payment may result in the accumulation of unpaid due and may affect a blessing and success on her business.
Next, for this project, I would like to present about tax. Trade registration, where the individual are required to register their business with the Companies Commission of Malaysia, SSM, or other relevant authorities, depending on the nature of business being conducted. Individuals are required to maintain accurate and detailed financial record, including income, expense, asset, and liabilities related to the trade. Calculation of income and expense show that the individual must accurately calculate their income and expense. The type of income that are subject to excess tax include from the sale of goods or service, commission, rent, and other trade-related income. Income tax payment individually are responsible for income tax imposed of commission income. Next, the condition of required payment of individual as follows. Individual conducting a business in Malaysia are compelled to pay income tax if their annual taxable income exceeds the IRBM established threshold. This threshold may vary from year to year according to the applicable custom, regulation, and law. After calculating the taxable income and allowable excessive deduction, the individual must complete the submit from B to IRBM. This form contain detailed information regarding business income and expense, as well as quantity of tax due. The individual are required to pay income tax according to IRBM rate schedule. Next, we would like to see about the tax income statement for Miss Moni, which is KAKWEE Homemade. Okay, first of all, she has the business and trade income of 7,260 and have released with the amount of 15,200. So the total taxable income is 0. So without any problem, she doesn't need to pay the tax because she already pay. She doesn't have income that reach any category. For our suggestion, in order for Miss Moni to pay the taxes, she has to make a sale of around 50,460 ringgit with the same total relief, including child relief, individual relief, other relief. The other relief is like a lifestyle and anything for 50,200. So the total taxable income she will get is 35,260, which includes she is in the category C, which is she have to pay around, on the first 35,000 is 600 ringgit, and another 260 ringgit will be multiplied by 6% and will get 50 ringgit and 60 cent. So the total tax payment that Miss Muni have to make is 650 ringgit and 60 cent. But because of the zakat that she already paid, that be explained by Kida, she doesn't have to pay the tax.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Medina Masal binti Azizi with the number matrix 8149. In this part, I will present the retirement planning of KAKWEE HOMEMADE. Retirement is a stage in life that signifies a notable shift from the conventional work schedule to a period of leisure and personal satisfaction. The process of retirement planning is crucial in order to guarantee that individuals possess adequate savings to sustain the desired lifestyle during their retirement years. From the interview session, the retirement planning from KAKWEE HOMEMADE's perspective is the indication of retirement planning entails the establishment of a distinct vision encompassing her individual objectives and the prospective trajectory of her business. Mrs. Muni evaluates her financial circumstances into account both personal and business assets. It is crucial to distinguish personal and business finance in order to attain comprehensive understanding of the finance accessible for retirement. However, Mrs. Muni has not undertaken any specific measures in regard to retirement planning. She has always held the belief that her business will serve as a means to secure her future. Yet, she has come to the realization that depending solely on the business may not suffice. In terms of saving, Mrs. Muni has not given much thought to the matter. The business has been prioritizing reinvesting profits to support growth. The importance of striking a balance between business investment and personal retirement saving has become apparent to her. Mrs. Muni has not specified a specific amount but acknowledged the importance of establishing retirement saving to guarantee future financial stability. Besides, Mrs. Muni intends to produce her own brand of tahu bergedil as a strategy for her retirement planning. As we acknowledge, tahu bergedil is a well-known dish that people consistently order. As a result, Mrs. Muni decided to launch her own brand which she intends to market and utilize the fund for her retirement. Mrs. Muni can earn an additional revenue stream as a result of her method. Creating a well-known and respected brand of tahu bergedil might provide an additional source of income after retirement for her. Since Mrs. Muni does not have a strong grasp on the concept of retirement planning, we thought it would be helpful to provide her with some sound advice and encourage her to take some active steps towards her retirement planning. The following are some recommendations that we make to her. So firstly, start planning early. Secondly, separate personal and business finance. Thirdly, understand business financial health. Fourth, determine retirement planning. Fifth, seek professional advice. And sixth, diversify income. So, these are some recommendations that will help Mrs. Muni in managing her retirement planning. Therefore, our interview session with Mrs. Muni, who initially had limited knowledge about retirement planning, shed light on the importance of considering retirement as an integral part of her financial journey. We discussed the significance of retirement planning for small business owners and provided advice to help them navigate this crucial aspect of her financial future. Overall, from this part, this interview session emphasized the importance of proactive retirement planning for small business owners who often dedicate most of their time and energy to growing their businesses. By prioritizing retirement planning, seeking professional advice, and taking early steps towards saving and investing for retirement, small business owners can pave the way for a financially secure and fulfilling future.
This study concludes that in order to determine the quantity of zakat that must be paid, we must consider the business profit, the value of its asset, and its financial obligation. KAKWEE HOMEMADE is unable to contribute to the needy community because this does not comply with the zakat requirement and does not reach the nisab in the state of Pulau Pinang, which is 21,650. However, under our proposal, if the owner's revenue and expense increase by 100%, she is eligible for zakat. Then, is she also eligible for tax payment in the tax calculation? We determine the amount of tax due by analyzing the income earned by her, allowable tax deduction and total tax payment. By adhering to applicable tax law, KAKWEE HOMEMADE can reduce the tax liability and save money. When evaluating the retirement plans of KAKWEE HOMEMADE owners, we consider aspects such as retirement saving, long-term investment and risk management. The owners have made prudent preparation to assure their financial security in retirement. This includes taking early retirement into account and providing adequate retirement funds. Therefore, the study provides a comprehensive analysis of KAKWEE HOMEMADE from the zakat, tax and retirement planning perspective.